watch yourself, watch yourself, watch yourself, watch yourself, watch yourself, watch yourself, watch yourself. Watch yourself.
All right. According to a new report, children who own smartphones are more likely to be obese. And children who make smartphones are more likely to be Chinese. That's a scientific fact, Steve. Steve Loves Ammo.
Yeah.
In the building right now. Welcome to KPRC Radio. Steve Loves Ammo is here. We are live streaming on social media, as is often the case when he is in studio. Steve, how have you been? You haven't been here in a couple weeks. You were out of town for a minute.
Yeah, I was out of town for a little bit, and now I'm back. I love the Houston area. I consider myself an honorary Texan.
I would say you are. You've lived here long enough. You own property. You vote. A decade, I think, is long enough.
Yeah, I think so, right?
You, for those that don't know who @Steve Loves Ammo is, he's kind of a Twitter power user, if you will. He's a friend of mine. I wouldn't describe him like that, but other people might describe him that way. Recently got retweeted by Joe Rogan. That's pretty.
Yep.
Why did he retweet you?
Because I'm amazing. That's why.
No, but what was the?
It was a post about the Jeffrey Epstein timeline as portrayed by scenes from The Big Lebowski, and go check it out. I might pin it to my profile, that way everyone can see it.
I love that video. Somebody edited a montage together. Trump, speaking of Epstein, this isn't what we were going to talk about, but I'd love your reaction to this.
Okay.
Trump was reacting to the news about how the House Oversight Committee is going to go after Bill Clinton and ask him questions about Epstein. And I'm just going to get the video up on the screen here so that people watching us can react to it. There we go. Here's Donald Trump reacting to the news that Bill Clinton's being investigated.
But it bothers me that somebody's going after Bill Clinton. See, I like Bill Clinton. I still like Bill Clinton.
What do you like about him?
I liked his behavior toward me. I thought he got me. He understood me.
Is it possible, before we even react to that, Trump likes Bill Clinton, but Trump said lock her up when he was running for president against Hillary. Is it possible that we never occurred to anybody until now that Trump wanted to lock up Hillary to help out Bill? We all thought that was because of her criminality, but actually it might have just been to help out Bill's sex life.
Oh, maybe. I mean, Monica couldn't accomplish the job, so maybe that's why he's trying to get rid of Hillary.
Are you surprised by this, what we just watched in that video? What's your take?
Oh, man. I'm just going to say on this one, I really don't like it, especially for Juanita Broaddrick.
Yeah, I know her too.
Yeah, because Bill assaulted her. So
is this being taken out of context? What do you think?
I don't know. I would need to see a little bit before to truly understand. Like,
I don't know if the whole interview's out yet. They're calling this his Super Bowl interview. There's clips all over the internet. Maybe the whole interview is out yet. Like a lot of people, I consume news in clips.
Right.
I wouldn't watch a 90-minute interview with the president. I just watch all the clips on social media. You know what I mean?
You're more intelligent than I am. I usually get my news by memes.
Is that it? Well, that's a way to go. Yeah.
Right.
No, memes are it. Okay, so that isn't what we wanted to talk about today. What we wanted to talk about today was actually, I mean, there's a lot on the docket if you're just getting tuned in, but why don't we start off with this? The SAVE Act. I'm looking at polling data here. Polling data right now overwhelmingly says most Americans support what you and I would call voter ID laws. I mean, like 95% of Republicans, but then even close to 75% of Democrats. I mean, it's not even close, right?
Yeah.
And so here's Chuck Schumer, the House Minority Leader, the Senate Minority Leader, telling us that this is Jim Crow 2.0.
Jess, there's a new Pew Research poll that 95% of Republicans, but also 71% of Democrats like this idea. So why do you not?
It's Jim Crow 2.0.
Before we even analyzes it, what he just said, I don't know if you caught this or not, what he just said is that 71% of Democrats support Jim Crow. Because that's what he's saying.
Yeah.
And by the way,
that's actually true.
And I did a deep dive into this too. Well, it wasn't that deep.
That's what she said.
Michigan has voter ID laws. Because another person that doesn't like this is Gretchen Whitmire. I get the Gretch, they call her. I get the impression that she is running for president. She doesn't like this. Here's what's so interesting about the SAVE Act. In Michigan, they already have voter ID laws. And yet, oddly enough,
Gretchen Whitmer doesn't approve.
Their voter ID laws are a little bit stricter than what Donald Trump is proposing. Hang on, I'm doing two things at once here. Here's the clip.
Yesterday, President Trump suggested unconstitutionally federalizing Michigan's elections. He talked about sending federal agents in to take control away from local clerks. Let me be very clear. Elections will continue to be run at the state.
Okay, she's not being very clear. She's immediately trying to confuse everybody. But
Right.
the SAVE Act, among other things, is mostly about voter ID laws. I
Correct.
know that's not all it's about, but that's a national law that says voter IDs for everyone. In Michigan, see, according to him, any photo ID that's government issued, you can use to vote.
Okay.
That's not how it works in Michigan. In Michigan, it's your driver's license, your state ID, or your passport.
Wow.
Trump is saying it could be a military ID if there's a photo ID on your gun license. Any government ID with your
Right.
picture and your birth date on it can be used to vote. That's not the law in Michigan. So this would actually be more lenient than what she's already suggesting, according to my limited research on this.
And I mean, to be fair, like the stipulations under the SAVE Act are kind of it makes sense, right? Because how can you get a voter like a hunter registration card? You have to show some sort of American citizenship proof. So why do you have to do that over and over again? So I understand why they're doing that. First of all, I'm gonna analyze Chuck Schumer. I have never trusted that guy, and I trust him even less when he puts cheese on raw hamburgers.
I was immediately going to use that as an example, but you're one step ahead of me.
I don't mean to steal your thunder or one up you, but
No, you're right. Chuck Schumer didn't know how to grill a burger. Go on.
And Gretchen Whitmer, I mean, she had the fake kidnapping. She posed with that female with the remember the Dorito chip?
Oh, that's
that
right.
Weird.
Well, that was very awkward for that was very awkward for Catholics. But I don't mean to denigrate a woman here, but what's your take on the lipstick? For those listening on the radio that can't see what we're looking at, Gretchen Whitmer has really gone with like an OnlyFans model shade of lipstick here for this video. She's not a bad-looking woman. I don't know how old she is, but
I mean, I think a lot of men online would take this and run with repealing the 19th Amendment on it.
is that wow? Just because of the lipstick?
Probably.
You
I
are
mean,
wow.
They got some crazy people online.
All right. Well, okay. SAVE Act seems like an easy slam dunk to me.
Yes.
But does it pass? They're talking about we got to get rid of the filibuster. I have a very unpopular opinion about this. I like the filibuster.
Do you?
Yeah, I think the government's too big. If we get rid of that now, they're like, well, if we don't do it, the Democrats are going to do it. Okay, but only if we let them, right?
True.
If they get rid of the filibuster, government's going to grow at a speed we've never witnessed before. There's already more people working in government than working in manufacturing and industry jobs in America. How many more government employees do we need?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very fiscally libertarian, so I would say 95% of the
No, it's not
government
gonna
could go.
I know this is very Republicans are very much on board with getting rid of the filibuster right now. I know I'm a minority on this, but I just feel like this is a thing we regret in 5 years if we do it.
I mean, I think what we should do is pack the Supreme Court. Should add 5 additional judges.
That's what.
That's just me.
Well, that's what Jasmine wants to do. She just doesn't want to do it under Trump. She wants to do it. Yeah,
exactly. Get ahead of them.
You've got Kenny Webster's Pursuit of Happiness on KPRC 950.
All right, you're watching us do a live stream while we record segments for my afternoon show here in Houston, Texas. It's a weekly edition of @Steve Loves Ammo comes to Houston. Steve, tell us what's going on with you right now.
Oh, you can hear me now?
Yeah, they
All
can
right,
hear you.
There
Yeah,
we go.
you're good.
Man, not really much is going on. I'm just continuing my thing online, going to CPAC in the March. So
What's going to be going on? Can people come hang with you? That'll be after the primaries are over.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So it won't matter then. Anybody you're pushing real hard for in this primary?
I wouldn't say. I would say we would need to get Crenshaw and Cornyn out. I don't. Does that make sense?
So either Paxton. Let's talk about that right now. Stand by. We're going to go back on right now. All right, y'all. You know how much we love elephants on this show. An endangered Asian elephant was born at the Smithsonian National Zoo for the first time in nearly 25 years. And now, apparently, white nationalists are worried Asian elephants will overtake our population of white elephants. You could see why that would concern them. It's very concerning. Have you ever met a white nationalist?
No, I have.
I've
not.
never. Here's the thing.
No.
I have, but I've never met a white nationalist that was a white person. I've met a black white nationalist. I've met an.
It's like a Dave Chappelle show.
But that's the world we
No.
live in now. Yeah, there's black neo-Nazis. You didn't know this?
Clayton Bigsby. That was his name.
I've met him. Well, what is Nick Fuentes? Isn't he Hispanic?
I think so.
And don't they say he's a white nationalist? I feel like he's toned it down. I haven't looked in on what he's been up to in a while, and when I've seen clips of his show recently on social media, it didn't seem real neo-Nazi-ish. But I have no idea what he's up to. He probably still believes that stuff.
Yeah, probably.
It's always, what is it, the J question?
Exactly.
I don't have.
It's all the time.
I don't have a problem with people criticizing Judaism, but criticize all the stuff. That's
Right.
my whole take on it.
Absolutely.
All right. Anyway, we were just talking about the Senate race. Hang on, I want to put an article up on the screen here. Let me stop this. If you're just tuning in, Steve and I were just talking off air about this. If you're just tuning in on the radio, first of all, at Steve Loves Ammo is in the studio right now, weekly co-host to the show, which is why we are live streaming on social media. And the latest from the New York Post polling data here, a report from Josh Christensen, details how the closely watched Republican Senate primary in Texas is too close to call between John Cornyn, Congressman Wesley Hunt, and State Attorney General Ken Paxton, with 1.5 percentage points off of each other. According to JL Partners, found 27% of voters likely for Paxton, 25.7 backing Hunt, 25.5 backing Cornyn. Cornyn in third place, the incumbent candidate in third place. And I'd be happy with Paxton or Hunt. I've said this many times.
Right.
Just don't vote for Cornyn. When Hunt jumped into this, a lot of people assumed that Twitter was real life, and they made the mistake of thinking that he would just take votes away from Paxton. Not the case, in fact. After Hunt jumped into the race, Cornyn's numbers shot way down. Paxton's numbers in some of the polls I saw went up a little bit, and it looked like most of the Cornyn voters went over to Wesley Hunt. You and Wesley Hunt were both in the Army, if I'm not mistaken.
That's correct.
But you are a Ken Paxton guy.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
I don't believe this poll for 1 second. I would. So polls, in my opinion, they're designed to sway public opinion.
100%, especially, external polls. Internal polling data, you and I never get to see.
That's correct.
We don't look at that. Also, the other thing I think is interesting about this is you've got a photo here of Ken Paxton, I think, at the Texas Youth Summit. You got a photo of Wesley Hunt, I think, at the Texas Youth Summit. You have a photo of John Cornyn walking around Washington, D.C., where he always is. I've lived in Texas for years. I've never seen Cornyn show up to anything.
Yeah.
Ever. We're talking
He's
about
a swamp, dude. The swamp leeches, they stay in DC all the time.
All right, so while we're on the topic here, the other day Colin Allred jumps out in the Democrat primary and says that James Tallarico is a racist. He called him a mediocre black man. First of all, you could call someone a mediocre black man and not be a racist. That doesn't mean you're racist.
Correct.
You could be a mediocre white man. I know
you
this
could be like me. Exactly.
Right? No, but it's like there's white trash, there's black trash, there's white elitists, there's black elitists. Whatever color we're using to describe Hispanics and Asians now, you could be that too. Just because you're mediocre or not mediocre, that doesn't speak to your whole race. But
Correct.
Liberals and conservatives can look at the same thing and see two entirely different things. The Alex Preddy shooting, for example.
Right.
But they all watched that video of Colin Allred, and immediately conservatives watched it and they're like, I don't get it. Colin Allred does seem like a mediocre black guy to me. And liberals watched it and they're like, whoa, racism stuff here.
Right.
Whether Colin Allred and Jasmine Crockett realize it or not, they did Republicans a huge favor there. Do you remember 2018? Beto O'Rourke versus Ted Cruz. Beto didn't win.
Right.
But do you remember what happened? Having his name on the ticket was very exciting for Democrat primary voters, for Democrat midterm voters who came out in droves. It's how we got Lena Hidalgo here in Houston, Texas. They flipped a red county blue. They flipped a lot of places in the state. They flipped a lot of House seats and stuff like
There's
that.
optics.
Right. Colin Allred has taken that excitement away from the upcoming midterm election for Texas midterm voters. Great for us, bad for them, honestly. Do you think they realize that? Do you think they just gave Republicans the golden ticket? They've now created a situation here where unequivocally Paxton, Wesley Hunt, John Cornyn, doesn't matter who you love or hate, any of the three of them could now beat Tallarico and Jasmine Crockett. There's no question about that.
Yeah, I guess that's a fair point. I don't know, honestly, if Democrats would say, like, I think they're so far to the left, no pun intended, that they don't even realize what they're doing to themselves. And I mean, better for us, right?
100%.
So, I don't see them taking this as an L.
All right, here's another local election I'm excited about right now. I'll be the first to admit
I've never watched this, so this is going to be a live reaction.
I made fun of this guy.
Okay.
When he first announced he was running for office against the incumbent, whoever that is, and Valentina Gomez. There's this. We're speaking, of course, about the ShamWow guy. Valentina Gomez. Can you explain the Valentina Gomez phenomenon to the audience?
I mean, she's moved to 2 different states, lost elections, and then is now in Texas.
A carpetbagger. I don't like carpetbaggers.
Right.
I don't like, if you just move to a state to run for office, I find that to be kind of lame.
Right.
I don't care who you are. I don't care how good you are. Dr. Oz moved to Pennsylvania and lost to Fetterman.
Right.
Obviously.
Fetterman actually has been surprisingly based.
Well,
though.
there's that, but
You
we
know,
didn't know that at the time.
True. I was like, who's this frumpy guy with the what's that, a hoodie on?
Right.
You know, and
But for a Democrat, he's one of the good ones.
yeah,
You know,
I think he's an old school Democrat.
Can we trade him for Nancy Mace? Do you think? Would they take her? Who do we? Lindsey Graham? Can we trade him for
Yeah,
Lindsey Graham?
100%.
You guys take Lindsey. We'll take Fetterman.
They like gay men.
And isn't it kind of weird, Tim Scott and Lindsey Graham? I mean, what the hell is going on in South Carolina?
I don't know. What's in the water?
Anyway, the ShamWow guy is running for Congress now, and I made fun of him when he first announced, but watch this and tell me if you like it.
Hey, it's Vince. I'm running for Congress against this guy. Stop having a politician that's worse than Biden.
For discretionary funding.
Instead, vote for me, a guy who's not half dead. I'm gonna soak up the swamp, clean the house, and pick up those liberal tears at the same time. I'm gonna slap chop the nuts out of the woke, making less blue-haired commies and more red-blooded Americans. Vote for me so I can represent you and the ones that can't stand up for themselves.
Vote for ShamWow!
Paid for by OfferVid ShamWow Shlomi for Congress.
All right, for those that are listening on the radio and cannot see what we just watched on this live stream, the child's voice at the end there, Steve, what was that?
I kind of missed that. I looked away. Can you replay it again?
Oh, we have to replay it, yeah. The child's voice at the end there was the best part. After he makes a point about protecting people who...
We got all this studio equipment in my way. I'm like...
Here, watch it again. Right. Guys, it's an ultrasound photo.
Woke, making less blue-haired commies and more red-blooded Americans. Vote for me so I can represent you and the ones that can't stand up for themselves.
Vote for ShamWow!
Paid for by
Oh.
Dude.
Yeah, it's an ultrasound of a baby. Yeah.
Can I get a reaction from the... What are your thoughts on that?
Man, I think he just... So the whole thing is he was saying, you know, stand up for the ones that can't stand up for themselves, which would be... So he was essentially saying he's pro-life at the end.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny as F.
I think my opinion, I think the rest of the video was funnier. I mean, it was a good closer. Yeah.
But it was so bizarre. It was a talking ultrasound photo.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, everything else was a lot of AI too, but yeah, it was good, man. As seen on TV, let's go.
Well, who's the other guy? John Carter, is that his name? Most people don't even know this guy. He's been in Congress a long, long time. He's 84 years young. Oh, I know, John Carter. But who wouldn't? Now, Trump's already endorsed him.
Trump.
It doesn't really matter. Are you disappointed with Trump's endorsements?
Yeah, I'm kind of like... So knowing Trump, he wants to win, right? He wants to win the endorsements, and I don't think he personally knows every single person. I think he has people behind the scenes that are telling him
they've made deals.
They behind the scenes deals, behind closed doors, and to get his percentage up for his endorsement rate to lead into primary season and the eventual J.D. Vance presidential election of 2028.
Well, all right. Yeah, I tend to agree with you. Yeah, I'm a no on John Carter, but I don't live in the district, so it doesn't really matter.
Right.
Doesn't matter who runs. I'm getting Lizzie Fletcher, whether I like it or not, unfortunately.
You're listening to Kenny Webster's Pursuit of Happiness. Please, if you're offended by anything you heard, take out a piece of paper, write down a detailed description of what bothered you, and fax it to 1-888. Nobody gives a f.
Hey. You guys got plans for Valentine's Day yet? Steve, what are you doing for Valentine's Day with the wifey?
She's out of state, so nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Your wife won't be around for Valentine's Day?
She will not.
That'll be great for your girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably really enjoy just get a little alone time with her man. Can I make a suggestion to, you don't have to be in a relationship to do this. Single people are certainly, the name is almost a little misleading. We do a comedy show series that's traveled around the country and it sells out almost everywhere it goes. It's called Couples Therapy. It's something I do with Jesse Payton, one of the funniest comedians in Houston. If you go to, in Texas, really, if you go to his website, jesseisfunny.com, you can go down here and you could see he's got some shows coming up. One of them is February 14th in Spring, Texas. Guess what that is? That's the exact show I'm about to tell you about. It's called Couples Therapy. $64 for you and your girlfriend or boyfriend or just a couple of friends, a couple Galentine's Day, whatever it may be. Includes dinner and a show. You come out, you get seated. Now, if you want the VIP experience, that's $100. That's fine. Just know this: if you pay for the VIP experience at a stand-up comedy show, do you know what that entails?
What does that entail?
You
Getting roasted?
Well, you sit in the front row where you're going to the comedian's going to interact with you. And some people don't like that.
You smell the comedian's farts too,
But
probably.
some people love it. Yeah, you'll definitely smell our flatulence for sure. You can also get premium tickets, 2 full dinners, 2 glasses of champagne with commemorative flutes. Who doesn't love a flute? Anyway, that is a good deal, though. $64 includes dinner. That's a good deal, I think. And it's a very funny show. We're not going to be doing this comedy series for much longer. But if you want tickets, go to jesseisfunny.com and you can sign up for it. It's going to be a blast.
2 things. I want to make a suggestion on the premium giveaway.
Yeah, what is
Instead
it?
of a flute, why not do a tonette?
I don't know what a tonette is.
Did you not have to do that in grade school?
No, explain it to me. What is it?
Oh my gosh. So in middle school, we were forced to take a music class.
Yeah.
And it's this little plastic not a horizontal flute, it's like a vertical flute, right? You hold it like the Pied Piper.
Oh,
but no, he has a flute. Never mind.
Like R. Kelly. What does he have to do with this?
No, it's like a mini saxophone. I don't know how else to explain it. But anyways, this is the worst instrument ever.
I love a mini saxophone. I give good sax. I've always been known for that. All right, stand by. We're going back on the air. All right. According to the World Health Organization, and you know how you could trust them at Steve Loves Ammo. According to the World Health Organization, nearly 40% of new cancer cases in 2022 were preventable. Most of those were caused by people microwaving frozen meals without venting the plastic wrap. That's really important.
All right.
If you don't poke the hole in it.
Yeah, you poke the hole before you eat it.
You reap what you sow.
Ooh.
Have you ever heard this before, that we all have a lot of microplastics in our testicles?
Yeah, I think almost every male has it, right?
And even the rich, poor, doesn't matter. We all equal on that. We all have a lot of microplastics. But on the plus side,
equal opportunity testicles.
That's it, exactly.
Amazing.
And with all those microplastics in your testicles, there's no need to wear a prophylactic. It's fine.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. That's the same thing, right? Hey, can we talk about dating for just a minute? You're married. You don't have a wife. Well, you have a wife. You don't have a girlfriend anymore. You don't have to go out and date people. So you're not dealing with this nightmare. This is what it means to be single. I want to play a little video on the screen here. I'm going to say what she won't say when she... Guess this young woman, sometime around Christmas, because there's a Christmas tree in the background. Although, to be fair, it's possible this is not from Christmas. She just hasn't taken the Christmas tree down yet. She's explaining why she was disappointed with a gentleman she recently met on a Hinge date. Did you get what Hinge is? It's a dating app. It's Tinder, Bumble, one of those things.
A man who uses certain words as part of his daily vocabulary, and he uses these words derogatorily, that is not your future husband. I just got off the phone with a man that I matched with on Hinge a couple days ago, and I wanted to have a phone conversation. During the conversation, he used the word
retard
just casually to describe a situation that he thought was stupid. These are not classy men.
Why is she clapping?
Remind yourself.
It emphasizes.
Somebody of sophistication and class and maturity, they are going to speak a certain way, and they are going to avoid using certain words as well. So, and a lot of you really need to just grow up and just be better human beings.
Oh my God, I don't know who this guy is, but he has dodged a bullet.
Oh, absolutely. That was red flag number 1.
He doesn't even know.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't even know how lucky he is.
Wow.
You know, we've all been in this situation, men nowadays. Well, you match with someone, you talked a little, and suddenly she was turned off. I was like, huh. I mean, I get with me, if you Google me, there's no shortage of things that I could offend you, just basic.
Yeah.
I get it. An average person is offended. But I understand. No, believe me. I'm me.
Right.
I'm me every day. I understand.
Yeah.
But this poor guy probably didn't know. He just thought, what? The president uses that word.
Right. And Tim Walz is obviously one. Yeah.
Right.
And she's retarded. But let's also point out, I think it was a couple, was it a couple shows ago where we had the people that were dressed in white and something was racist? Do you remember?
I forgot about that.
Oh, it was about
the paint.
Yes, the paint.
The color of the year. Some paint companies' color of the year was pearl white.
Exactly.
And people are like, "Whoa, not pearl white. That's really offensive." Well, why is it offensive?
Yeah.
Why can't it just? It wasn't. It's paint.
So this is another white liberal woman wearing white being offended because she's a retard.
And she was really mad about it. Do you know there's this woman on X named Pearl? Pearly Things. Are you familiar with her?
Like H. Pearl Davis or something?
Very controversial opinions about dating. And I got to tell you, I will confess to you, back in the day when I was married and I'd see one of her political her takes on culture and life, I almost never agreed with them. I was like, that can't be true. And now that I've been through a divorce, I go back and I watch her videos and I'm like, she's kind of got a point.
Right.
I had a black pill moment for love and relationships. I'm not proud of that. I want to play a clip for you. This is her having a political debate with, well, it's not, I don't know if it's political. It's a debate. I don't know if politics would be the right way of explaining it.
Yeah, cultural debate maybe.
With the chick from, what's that show called? Young Turks. Do you know what that is?
I've heard of it. I don't know
It's
much
where
about
Hassan started at.
Okay.
You get who they are?
Yeah, in a nutshell, yeah.
I think Bill Maher has something to do with producing this.
Oh,
Watch this clip. This is a short clip. Listen to this if you're on the radio. And tell me, the woman who starts the conversation, you'll be able to tell if you're not seeing on the screen, if you're just listening on the radio, who's the right-leaning person and who's the feminist and who's the anti-feminist is how I describe it.
What's your plan when men stop doing the dirty and dangerous jobs that keep society running?
Can you give me an example of which jobs you're referring to?
Logging, plumbing, crab fishing, oil rig. When men stop doing the dangerous jobs, when men stop getting married, when men stop having kids, what's your plan?
I'm not worried about that.
Oh, yeah, you are.
Of course you're not.
No. I don't have a plan, Pearl, for a
Feminists
situation in
never
which
do.
men no longer do those jobs.
The very microphone you're using was built by men. The building was built by men. And there's no gratitude or appreciation. You just tell them they're not doing enough. Future is not going to be great for feminists. You guys are going to get the equality that you're asking for. Men are not going to protect women in the streets. Men are going to stop signing up for the infrastructure jobs. The birth rate's going to keep falling, and the future is going to be bleak.
I mean, did she tell a lie?
No, not at all, man.
Dude, let me make something clear. I hate every word she just said. Because it's true. It's unequivocally, it's very sad to think. I have a sister and a mother. Do you think I want them to have to live in a world where, they
can be protected?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, and you see it right now, some of the ramifications of, it was sort of the feminist movement, but also the Democratic Socialists of America, the DSA, in New York City right now. How many thousands of police are resigning from their positions, and they're mostly men? Police are civil servants, first responders, firefighters, EMT, paramedics, cops, the military, men, Border Patrol, men. This country would not be where it is in its safety and secure environment without men.
And some people might listen to what you're saying and say, yeah, and that's why the death rate for men is so much lower. The average lifespan is so much lower than it is for a woman.
Because we have to listen to feminists.
Well, but then there's also this. Here's a video of some teenagers in Florida. I'm going to go in the other direction now with this for you ladies. Steve and I watched this video earlier off the air. This is some teenagers in Florida are playing with a bonfire and a can of gas.
Good time.
Next to a lake. And the thing you think will happen is exactly what happens. He lights his buddy on fire. Then they scream at their buddy, run into the lake, run into the lake, run into the lake. He's okay. He makes it. 17-year-old Florida teen now facing felony charges after allegedly intentionally setting his friend on fire. Brady Ming, Brady's his name.
Oh, there we go.
Felony aggravated battery. He's accused of throwing gasoline on a fire and making a trail towards his friend. His friend does appear to be okay. He's blurred out in the videos. You can't really see what he looks like. I guess because they're underage.
Right. Kind of like, I was about to make an Epstein reference, but anyways, that was kind of dark. But yeah, like, honestly, every Brady I've ever known was crazy, right? I don't know, like, a single Brady that was a CEO of a major corporation. It's usually some, like, hillbilly, like some backwoods guy, like my kind of people, right? And then secondly, he's being charged because to me, I look at this and this was not intentional.
It didn't seem like it to me either.
Right.
Although it doesn't explain it in the report, the question I have is Is he in trouble because someone on the internet saw this? Here we go. Here's the details. Brady Ming, 17, facing a felony aggravated battery charge after a teen boy was lit on fire. The boy was hospitalized with second-degree burns to his right hand, bottom, and right leg. That explains it. He had to go to the hospital.
Okay.
Deputies reported a deep, full-thickness burn to his lower right leg. Ming, who turned himself in, is being held without bond.
That's crazy.
This next part is really probably bothers some people. The burnt teen never even told his parents the real story. He made something up for one reason or another, because bros will be bros.
Right.
The boy first told his mother that he attempted to throw a water bottle with gasoline into a fire when it erupted and burned his leg. The boy's dad found a video online showing he'd been set on fire by Ming. The fact that he tried to protect his buddy, oh, man. I would have stayed in the water.
Who posted that?
Probably, I'm going to guess Brady.
That sounds like a Brady thing, you know?
That's such
a Brady thing.
That's such a Brady thing to do. Whoops, I hit the wrong button there.
That's all good.
Steve, we're running out of time here. I'll tell you what, we'll do a little post show. To those of you watching us live streaming on social media, stick around. We're going to read some of your comments in just a couple short moments. To the rest of you, I love you all. We hope you have an awesome afternoon, and I'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning with more of What You Bought a Radio For.
You are listening to the Pursuit of Happiness Radio. Tell the government to kiss your ass when you listen to this show.
You got to have a sense of humor. You have to have a sense. Life is too short.
Absolutely.
At Steve Loves Ammo. Steve, do you love ammo?
My pronouns are 556-762.
That's a gun thing. I know enough about guns to know that. Where do you go shoot guns at?
My back door.
You ever been to Texas Gun Club?
Yes, I have.
What'd you think of it?
I think it was pretty sweet.
Pretty flippin' awesome place, huh? You know, they got two great locations, Stafford and League City. One of my favorite places to shoot a gun at.
They should build one up north where I am.
Absolutely. You know what? They ought to put one over there. I agree. I agree with you. All right, kids, if you're just getting tuned in, our show today is sponsored by Couples Therapy, Valentine's Day weekend, Community Fieldhouse, Spring, Texas. Tickets available at jessieisfunny.com. Why don't we read some of these comments? What say you? If I put this up on, I wonder if there's an easy way to get this. Embed chat. Can I do that? How do I embed the chat? It's probably too late for me to do that now. I'll just read the comments. That'd be the easiest thing to do. Steve?
And I do want to say, for having a website, jessieisfunny.com, you have to be funny.
You have to, yeah. Or you can get sued.
Absolutely.
Or Christy Nome will kill your dog.
Oh, man.
Did you hear about the thing with the Haitians this week?
Did they eat more dogs?
Well, on
The
Monday,
cats?
they said that they were going to end the refugee status.
Oh, that Biden put in place?
And that DHS
the
was going to
auto
go in and deport everyone. But why would they do that? Those are Christy Nome's people.
Oh, man. That was dark. That's my comment.
Come on, they killed a dog. If I can't make fun of it, what can I do?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
I love dogs, personally.
Me too.
All right, let's read some of the comments because there are a lot of people watching us. Leah on Facebook says, "Hey, Kenny Webster. Hey, Leah, how are you?" Jason says he used to call her Juanita Broad. Oh, no.
Oh. Hey, we're not on the radio. You could say it out loud.
Yeah, but I felt bad saying. I felt bad.
Juanita subscribes to me on X, man.
That's what Jason said. Me too. Yeah,
Yeah.
she seems like a nice lady. Anti-Commie says her dad was the CEO of Blue Cross Blue Shield. She's a globalist. Who's she talking about? Gretchen Whitmer?
Oh, probably. Yeah, she's from Michigan, so she would know.
Our Secretary of State and Attorney General are Soros-funded commies. She's in Michigan. Okay, that's what she's talking about.
Yeah.
No law here. She's a liar. Tom, some of these comments don't make sense when you read them 40 minutes later, but I still want to read them. Tom says, elephant alert. Gosh, thanks, Kenny, for the alert. We are battening down in Arkansas. Okay. That's on Facebook. Big Time LSU on YouTube says you asked about this DeRidder. Oh, the DeRidder ex-mayor a few weeks ago. Do you know about this? Do you know where DeRidder, Louisiana is?
It's by Fort Polk, right?
I think it is, yeah. The mayor there had a scandal. This happened almost 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. The Beauregard Parish Office requested the Louisiana State Police Special Victims Unit to investigate a complaint against the former mayor of DeRidder for allegations of sexual relations with a juvenile.
Oof.
The investigation resulted in the arrest of 42-year-old Misty Roberts. Let me put Misty's.
Oh, I was expecting a male.
No, this is a woman. Let me put a picture of her up on the screen so I can give you an idea.
Misty, I've never seen an attractive Misty in my life, so let's go.
Isn't that kind of a stripper name?
Yeah, she's mid.
She's mid. Well, for the mayor of a small town in Louisiana.
Okay, fair point on that one.
She's mid. I don't know. She got nothing on that. You know who I think is hot is the mayor of Metairie. That's who I think is hot. Anyway, no, she got into a little trouble.
How old?
42.
No.
Well, now she's 44. How old were the kids? I don't know. According to the report that I saw, her son had a house party, her teenage son, and she hooked up with some of the kids or something like that. So anyway, one of our listeners, we're on the radio all over Louisiana, so one of our listeners here,
right,
Big Time LSU on YouTube, said she's back in court. I don't know what the latest is on that. I'd love to know if anyone knows. Whatever's happening, there hasn't been any news about it. Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
23 hours ago.
Mistrial.
Former DeRidder mayor arraigned on 2 felony charges. Arraigned is bad. Acquit is good. Well, unless you want the person to be guilty. If you're the suspect, acquittal's good.
Yeah, mistrial.
Is that what it said?
Yeah, mistrial declared.
Oh, okay, there it is. Yeah, it's right in the corner there. Well, now we know. Okay, former DeRidder Mayor Misty Roberts back in court to face fresh charges of carnal knowledge of a juvenile and indecent behavior with a
double
juvenile.
jeopardy?
Is it? Well, if there's a mistrial, I think it means, isn't it? It's without prejudice. Is that how it works?
Oh, maybe so.
Yeah, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. She was arraigned on the latest charges after an appeals court ruling last week nullified an indictment with the same charges because of previously recused judges overseeing the proceedings. Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's just a
technicality.
issue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jury selection had already begun when the appeals court threw out the indictment, leading Judge Kent Savoy to order a mistrial. Prosecutors returned to court and filed new bill information with the charges. Back where we started again. Looks like nothing's happened. Anyway, if you're a 42-year-old woman in South Louisiana, my advice would be do not have sex with kids. But if you do, don't be the mayor of a small town. You know, that's rock solid advice, I think.
Yeah, I think that's pretty spot on.
Let's see. Mike Price says, you the man. Don't know who he means. Probably both of us. Bimbo says, now I want a ShamWow. Me too, Bimbo. Dale on YouTube says, howdy, Kenny and Steve. Salute from Appalachia. What's up, my man? One of my favorite hillbillies.
Yeehaw.
Dale from Appalachia. I don't think those are, is it yeehaw's more redneck?
Yeah.
What do hillbillies say? I don't know. Yeehaw seems like a cowboy thing.
Yeah.
Because hillbillies aren't really cowboys. It's like a different kind of white trash. And I'm allowed to say that because I'm white trash.
Absolutely. Let me Google that.
Yeah, what do they say? Fanatic US on XX says a recorder. He said, are you thinking of a recorder? Was that the...
No. Hang on. I'm going to pull up a picture of a tonette.
A tonette. We were talking about musical. The plastic flute Steve is talking about is probably a recorder, says Dale. We had recorders when I was growing up. I don't know why it was called a recorder either. It doesn't record anything. Steven says, I look forward to the opportunity to show equality to a feminist.
Yeah, it's called a vintage tonette recorder.
Oh, so we're all talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
There's just a longer name for it. We just called it a recorder. And it doesn't record. Debbie says hello from Oklahoma. Kim says, if you aren't laughing about life, you're crying. I'd rather laugh. Kim, amen to that. This has been a lot of fun, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
I got to go walk Milton before he poops in his crate. What do you got going on the rest of the day?
Not much, brother.
No?
Just maybe go pump some iron at the gym and kind of hang out.
I've spent a lot of time criticizing the Harris County judicial system.
Is that kind of like a hobby?
Well, yesterday they gave me a lifelong protective order against my stalker, so I feel kind of bad for criticizing them. So the people that handled the case did a great job yesterday. I think it just goes to show you that in any institution, a government office, especially a place as big as Harris County, there are always some good people around, and I'm grateful for that. I do believe in our legal system at the end of the day.
Yeah.
It doesn't always give you what you want, but it gives you what you need.
I'm glad you said legal system and not justice system.
Why?
They're two different... So justice system would imply that there's equal justice, and there isn't in this country.
Yeah.
So I would just say legal system is a better terminology.
Smart way of describing it. Yep. Stephen, well, you know, of all that lawfare they attempted against Trump, who's in the White House?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did they take Mar-a-Lago from him? We didn't get to flip the 2020 election, but in the end, we got what we wanted, right?
Guess who's still being targeted right now?
Probably Trump.
Enrique Tarrio.
Oh, Enrique.
Yeah, they indicted him again.
Really?
Yeah, on that meme. No, the flag burning.
Who do they think we are? England?
Right. I was like, oh no, not meme, not yet.
All right, we're gonna run. I'm Kenny Webster. Follow me. Follow at Steve Loves Ammo. Follow at Kenneth R. Webster on X and other platforms. I love you all. Have a great afternoon.
listening to the Pursuit of Happiness Radio. Tell the government